You can slow down your golf swing and create effortless power just simply by doing this move right here. Have you ever wondered why the harder you try and hit the ball, the worse it seems to get? But sometimes now and again, you make that pure contact from that effortless swing, it goes straight, nice and far, much further than your usual drive, and then you try and repeat it and it just doesn't work. You go back to the same faults, the same habits, that harder, faster swing that feels completely out of control. Well, there was one thing you were doing completely differently in that swing that allowed you to create effortless power and hit the ball much further, and that's what we're going to be diving into in this video. So welcome for those of you who are watching for the first time. I'm Harry, a golf swing specialist, posting content like this every single week to help you improve your swings, but more importantly, lower those scores. So consider clicking that subscribe button and pressing the bell icon to all, as it helps me produce more content like this and grow the channel to help you master your game. Now, during the golf swing, our hands either work very quickly and active during the downswing, or they work very slowly. Now, there's a big difference between the two. Whenever we try and swing a lot faster and harder, especially when it comes to using the hands, we tend to get this draggy motion taking place like this here. Fantastic for irons to get that compression, the handle leading the race to the golf ball there before the club head, you'll get loads of compression on that, no problem. But when it comes to hitting the actual driver, if you continue that movement there and try and force yourself to swing through, you can see that club face is just being left way open. So what have you got to do? You've got to do all sorts of compensations eventually with the body to try and square that club face up. And it doesn't seem to work. Whenever this happens and we leave the club face a touch open, we're generating loads more spin on the golf ball, and it's just going to take so much distance off our tee shots. Now, slow hands in the golf swing work differently. Slow hands work by simply allowing that club head to release over. So you can see here, fast hands tends to lag, the club leaves the face open. Slow hands, we can see here it's a complete different motion. I'm simply here just allowing my hands just to free flow in the downswing, pretty much effortless here, not really trying to put any effort into making that swing whatsoever. And we can see there how the club head, the driver head, is just naturally releasing on the way through. So if we just replay that back and have a look at the actual impact, it should look something like this here, where the club head itself and the hands are pretty much in one line here. The hands aren't ahead like this, or the driver's ahead like so. Everything's matching dead in line, and that's what allows us to get a really nice square club face with this club. Now, the simplest way to practice this and build this up into your full swing, stage one, is having your feet together. Having your feet together basically calms down this action here taking place that you may have in your downswing. We get that over the top move from this as well. No good. And if I was to try and make those really fast swings with the driver like so, I'm either going to fall over, lose balance. I could do all sorts in my swing there, and I'll feel my body start to try and adjust to square up the face. Well, we don't want that body at all to adjust, make any adjustments whatsoever, or feel like it has to. We should be able just to make that swing back down towards the golf ball freely and feel like we can stay in balance no problem, and pretty much get quite a bit of speed doing this as well. So what I'm going to get you to do is just swing to the very top of your golf swing with your feet put together like so, so they're bang on touching. Now, if you to make that move there, it's no good. We want the club to return back to the golf ball as it would do from the address position. So club returns back to the golf ball like so. Just practice that move a couple of times, and you'll feel to do this, you're allowing your hands to work a little bit differently. Almost like you're allowing them to release a little bit earlier than normal compared to an iron swing, and that's what's going to help you then get the club face back to square. Make sure it's square before you start adding the follow through. Once you get the follow through, you're just simply allowing that continued motion all the way through to about this point here. So I'm just swinging pretty much halfway back, halfway through, halfway back, halfway through. And I'm just swinging back and forth fairly slow, and I'm just going to start to ramp up the speed there. And all I'm trying to do is hear that swoosh noise. If I can hear that swoosh noise from the driver head like that, I'm on the right track, and you'll be on the right track when you give this a try as well. If you don't hear the swoosh, it's no good. That's when you start to drag the handle again, and where that power gets lost. Now, when you tend to get that dragging sensation here, I mentioned earlier, the body has to adjust to square up that club face in time. So you will feel that when you take your normal stance and start making the swing, it will feel a little bit different. You'll start to feel the pressure start to change in your feet rather than sort of hanging back on this side. You'll feel yourself wanting to move forward onto this lead side on the way through, almost like you're pushing off that lead foot. And that is the key. Once you get to the very top of the golf swing, when you've got your normal stance like so, stage 2 for this is just ensuring you make a nice big turn as far as you can go with your back facing towards the target. And as you go down, you're just trying to feel like you're making an ever so slight press into the ground. For me here, it feels like I'm adding the pressure into my trail side, into my trail foot, and that's going to make me want to push back off that foot and then square up the face from the release part in stage 1. So you can see there, if I'm just focusing on that movement there of pressing down, pushing back up from this trail side here, almost doing this move here, as you can see, that move there, that's really allowing me to transition onto my lead side, generate that force from the engine, and I'm catapulting that right the way through to my arms and the golf club to finish. And that's how we get way more speed effortlessly, because we're using the bigger muscles now in the body. Getting the hands to work correctly is just simply to get the swoosh noise, to get that effortless feel, and the body motion, the lower body in particular, is where the real changes are made. So how I would practice those two motions all in one is making my way up to the top of the golf swing. I'm just simply pressing down a little bit, and then as I'm pushing up, I'm releasing that driver head through. So I'm going up, press, push and release. Up, press, push and release. Up again, pressure down into this trail side, pushing off that trail foot and releasing the driver head through like so. The release part is just the feeling I tend to get when I'm trying to create that swoosh noise in my golf swing. So combining those two feels into the golf swing, I'd recommend doing a little pause at the top before you do that press down, just to make sure you time everything perfectly. And then from there, it should feel much easier to generate more distance. Just like that one there. Nice and smooth, straight down the middle here at Trump Turnberry. Just wanted to say a massive shout out to them and their fantastic hospitality. It's been an incredible experience being down here at this awesome place. So many golfers travel far and wide to come here, and I understand completely why. It's a once in a lifetime experience. If you'd like to learn more information about that, feel free to check the link out in the description below. So in this video, we've had a look at how we hit driver further, but how can we hit them straighter? This video over to the right-hand side of your screen right here will talk you through exactly how to do just that. Thanks for watching.